Hello and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online The Gold Coast. We are on a tack of doing the side quests of the Gold Coast region, which is basically all that's left apart from the Radiant Dark Brotherhood contracts, which I'm still at odds on how I want to sort of fill those out. I might make that a series of its own down the line and just be like, yeah, they occur sort of in between episodes whenever they occur, because I probably have to go back to the Gold Coast in order to get a new one. Anyway, this is the Prowler. As you can see from the Aldmeri Dominion flags, this was the ship that took us to Kenathi's Roost back in the day. And I believe, way back to episode 2 of this series, as in the main series, this was the ship that I woke up on after having been quote-unquote rescued from Cold Harbor. Interesting. So, Captain Jamila is a familiar face. Though she did just greet me with a nobody boards the Prowler without my permission, so...
Oh, John and Jode, a friendly face. For a moment I thought you were another Red Sails extortionist come to get more blood from a stone. Doesn't take long for pirates to warm up to the idea of tariffs and taxes when they're the ones collecting them.
The Red Sails have been shaking you down?
I can abide fees at an honest port, but Anvil presents a non-stop barrage of whatever the governor's lackeys feel like enforcing. Uneven gangplank fees, loose mooring taxes, barnacle inspection. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I mean, you picked me up wherever outside of Vulcal Guard.
Care to help me turn the tide on these crooks, then? I happen to know that their swindler of a dockmaster doesn't trust his gold to Anvil's banks. If you help me pay the fool out of his own pocket, you can keep the lion's share of the bounty.
I'm game. What's your plan?
I don't know precisely where Qa'Rajh hides his gold, but I do know the lazy oaf uses a few trusted lackeys to deliver deposits when he can't be bothered. They often dice on the docks. If you're convincing, I'm sure they'll reveal the location to you.
What will you be doing while I'm locating the Dockmaster's stash?
I'm going to be your distraction. I'm expecting the dockmaster to make his rounds soon, and he's not going to be happy that I haven't paid my fees yet. I'll keep him here arguing with me while you secure his ill-gotten gold.
How did you find out about the Dockmaster Qa'Rajh's stash?
Qa'Rajh's a braggart, and he drinks like a Nord. That's a combination for folly if ever there was one. He gave away his secret while trying to drink me under the table. I remember the exchange. He does not. Too bad for him, yes?
What will you be doing while I'm retrieving the stash?
I'm going to be your
distraction. Right, literally that. I've got that. It was worded slightly different, and thus I felt like it was something new. Well, I've seen these people. They are playing die on the lower dock, which I don't see a problem with. And now I'm going to extort them, which I kind of see a problem with, but what can you do? Hello, fellas!
20 then, unless that's too rich for you.
Let's talk to Ubra first.
Private game. Go beg somewhere else.
Oh. They also have that dragon tattoo. Okay, then I'm less inclined about that my whole theory, which it turned out didn't hold up. I need to speak to you about the Dogmaster.
Spit it out, can't you see I'm busy?
I'm told you know where he keeps his hidden gold.
You've got some nerve, don't you? Coming onto our docks asking about Qa'Rajh's private affairs? You know who Qa'Rajh is? You know who I am? The Red Sails own Anvil.
Nope. Sure they do, and with the governor that was... Oh, right, she died, didn't she? There's no way I can convince you how to tell me how to find this stash.
Listen, my luck's really thin right now. I'm not fool enough to steal from Qa'Rajh, but...
Given that luck was the... let's try Lucky Dirk. I need to speak to you about the Dock Master.
I don't give an elf pointed ear what you want. Get lost.
You got pointed ears. I'll sharpen more than your ear if you don't tell me where Qa'Rajh hides his gold.
You're, really not afraid of me? Well, this is awkward. I think my odds of surviving Qa'Rajh's anger is better than facing yours. You can find his stash here. We good now?
For now. See? Ha-ha! I knew there was a...
That's 3 times, Gurg. Let me see those dice.
You never complain until your dice run cold.
Luck is like a guar pasture. You have to be careful where you step.
Yeah. What she...
Both of you, shut your face holes and toss the bones.
I like their little interaction. Ah, so up there, where there's a Minotaur guarding it. Yeah, I suppose that would keep the most people away from going up and seeing Minotaur Shaman. Oh, he's named correctly this time. Better give him a good old bobbin. Hello, I am to bop you. You, sir, have been bopped. Not entirely sure what those lava stalagmite does. It doesn't seem to be working all that much, I'd say. Flabby, will you have the honors? Thank you, Flabby. Nice work. So, hereabouts, eh? Ooh. Oh. Pick the lock and steal Qa'Rajh's... Oh! Whatever. What? Am I... What? What? Well, hey. Is it down below? No. Oh, it is. Oh. So why oh, because it doesn't have an elevation-based trigger. It only has a trigger based upon close proximity. And I, as it happened, was in the proximity, at least close enough to discover it. I think I've been in here. Just have to avoid the troll. Well, he might have turned around by the time that... Oh, no, wait. When you are doing lockpicking, time stops. Which is convenient. There we go. No sweat off my brow. Oh, and a little nudge to Liga Domain. That's nice. But it's not something that I'm going to hedge your bet on whether that's high or not. It's higher than the Dark Brotherhood skill line, so there's that. You'd have to do a lot of questing if you were to get that skill line up to 50, I'm gonna say. She's back at the boat, isn't she? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I'll also have to be a little careful because, well, whoa. Because the dock is not exactly full of NPCs, but there are quite a few. And one misclick of a face button on my controller will send a spell hurling at their face.
More than just their pride. A moment, Qa'Rajh. I have a visitor.
Whoop.
My friend, you've arrived at a bad time. I'm playing host to the King of Skeevers, and he hasn't the sense to know that he's outstayed his welcome.
I like her overplayed, sort of over the top kind of, yeah, I have definitely got the gold that you needed. It just arrived right here. Oh, you were not supposed to know that. I just wanted to see how negotiations were going. Whoop.
Ha! Negotiations! Call it what it is. Ransom. Extortion. It would save us so much time if they just dropped the pretenses and robbed me. Good work. Let me pay this fool and get rid of him.
I'll leave you to your business then.
I'm tired of your complaining. Pay what you owe, or the Red Sails will seize this ship.
Fine. Take your ransom and choke on it.
There now. Was that so difficult?
Difficult is keeping my claws from ripping out your throat.
Alright.
I almost bit my tongue trying not to laugh. Qa'Rajh doesn't so much strut as slosh about like a half-filled water skin. He's completely oblivious to the misfortune that just visited him. It's too much.
Wasn't it a bit risky to threaten him like that?
It was what he expected of me. Being too quick to accept defeat may have aroused his suspicion. He seemed convinced, so he may not notice the theft for some time, let alone suspect us as the culprits.
Well, given that he didn't seem the kind to keep a record, I'm going to say that he's never going to find out. I'll take my share now.
Here, that's most of what's left after I paid off that walking canker. Thanks to you, I might break even on this voyage. Enjoy your time in Anvil, friend. I hope to never see these despicable docks again.
Loki.
It'll be good to have the wind in my fur and the sea air in my nose again. I can't wait to set sail and put Anvil behind me.
How's the life of a privateer in Queen Iren's navy?
Profitable and dangerous. I'm happy to continue ferrying troops for the easy gold, but when the Queen commands us to show our claws, we oblige. Many a captain has made the mistake of dismissing the Prowler as a threat to my benefit.
Have you encountered any sea elves since we took down Peladil together?
Ah, the tale of the Prowler and the fierce Maurmer sea serpent. It grows with each telling. You might be amused to hear what the crew claims happened that day. It's quite a popular story in the port towns.
What are people saying about
We
me?
were set upon by 100 sea elves, surrounded with no hope of escape. But you defeated them soundly with one bare fist while swinging from the rigging. Then you hopped onto the sea serpent and rode it into the side of the Maurmer ship.
That's, very dramatic.
You think? That's the tamest part. By all accounts, your battle with Peladil rocked the seas and reshaped the coast. They say you turned the sea serpent into a mount. Ah, I'm glad you're still well, my friend.
I mean, they did that in the previous story, but okay. You too, Captain Jimila. I like her spunk. Right. Well, that only took about 10 minutes, even with the faffing about and telling of stories. What? I saw a prompt. Surely it was not a prompt to assassinate, as I'm not sneaking. I'm watchful. Mostly because I do not want to assassinate out in the open when I don't need to. If I need to, sure, I'll assassinate. So, I have found a map that somewhat points towards the side quests. I can't speak entirely to its accuracy because it says there's a side quest out near the lighthouse, and there most certainly isn't. Might have been when I first visited the Gold Coast, but not at the moment, no. So, it says that there are 5 side quests here in Anvil, with one being out at the lighthouse. We've completed 2 thus far. So, from the looks of it, one is in the tavern? So, let's see if we can find one in there. I do not see a side quest. I see plenty of people, but side quests? No. Unless... No, I don't see a side quest here. Pius Helios, you have a side quest,
These
perhaps?
pirates can get kind of wild when they've poured a few drinks down their gullets. That's why I love this place.
Yeah, it's fun right until you get a dagger to your throat and pressed for all of your gold. Okay, so that was a bust. The other one shows that, if I'm reading this correctly, that it's in the Mages Guild. I am doubtful of that, but... Ingress Hostel. Oh, well, that's a public house, so... Might just be that there is... I mean, I don't think there's a side quest in here. But there might be lore. Because there definitely aren't any people in here. So, if there isn't people... that's not worth it. Really? Nothing? No people, no nutsages, nothing. Right, well, now we know that there's nothing. Okay, let's check in with the Mages Guild to see if they have a quest for me. I don't think they do, and like even so, it's a side quest, so it's not like. Does not look like it. I've already checked these bookshelves, hence why I'm not going out of my way to do it. Let's see. No side quests right now. How about up here? Does not look it. No.
Nothing.
Hello?
RK1.
Are you?
Oh,
Got a stack of
hello.
books.
Did you need a book? There certainly are an awful lot of them, aren't there? It's a wonder anyone finds anything in this guild.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the best way to sort things, but I'll leave you to your work and hope that you are not summoning Emmaus Mora with that. Okay, so that was a bust as well. Well, I don't know if these side quests... So, again, the map that I got isn't exactly great. It's kind of... It does show where sky shards and stuff are, which have been really helpful. But the location of these side quests is doubtful. Because it also says that there's a side quest up in, or either in or up near the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. And I doubt that very much. Because I ran around that place quite a lot between episodes, waiting for bounties to subside and stuff like that. And I did not, in fact, find any side quests. So I'm going to hedge a bet and say that there are no side quests in there. There are Radiant quests and the main storyline, but there are not side quests. I wish that side quests would also show up on the side, on the legend, because there's definitely room to do so. I don't know if you'd had to invent another kind of symbol for that, but yeah, you should absolutely do that. Just to let you know that, hey, you still haven't found certain NPCs that might have worked for you. And they'd be like, ooh. Because as for me, the curiosity of finding everything, be it points on the map or NPCs and side quests, that would totally make me go to even the farthest reaches of any kind of thing, no matter how annoying the place might be mapped out. Like having cliff sides that make you go all the way around because you can't scale them. I'd be fine with that, because it's for the sake of exploration. But, oh well, they don't. So, we'll go to the next place where I know that there is a side quest. A side quest? What? That was a mixture of place and quest all in one, but it was neither at the same time. I'll go to the next place where there is a side quest. There we go. Which is Qa'Rajh. I don't believe there are anything in between, but I'll run the road there between this and the next episode. And then, well, we shall see. If there is between here and Qa'Rajh, I'll stop and start the next recording there. Start that side quest. Boom, bada bing. Things are settled. And then we'll head to Qa'Rajh. If there isn't, well then I'll meet you in Qa'Rajh. But that is all for next time. So until then, take care.